welcome back to another pick a card reading. My name is Felicia. This is Felicia Natrice Tarot, and today we're getting into a what makes you attractive video. Now this is supposed to be on the spicier side, so 18 plus viewer. Okay, parental discretion advised. So what makes you attractive? Why are people wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you? Okay. If you do not know me, my name is Felicia. Again, I am a human and civil rights advocate, and I run a nonprofit in women's health called DIVAS Can Manifest org. And two of the perfumes today are available in our community shop called Cosmic Intelligence, Rose Quartz, as well as Sweet Spill, and all of the proceeds go back to our channel. Keep our lights on, and so that we can keep making this information accessible to all. So let's get into it. We are using this deck today. This is the Tarot of Asexual Magic, and it's not an inclusive deck, but I do like the deck. So let's get into it. Pile 1, your Rose Quartz. Pile 2, your Sweet Spell. And pile 3, your English Laundry. So go ahead and choose your perfume. Check her out in Cosmic Intelligence. And I'll see you guys in another day of Vlogmas. Bye. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your selection. So you chose Rose Quartz, and this one's available in Cosmic Intelligence. So let's get into what makes you attractive. Okay, as I said in the intro, it's supposed to be a little spicy. Okay, so what makes you attractive, pile 1? Okay, what makes you attractive? Self-love and self-loathing. Okay, believe it or not, and I've actually heard this, not like this, actually I've actually heard this a lot, is that like what people are really attracted to about you is your self-care. The way that you take care of yourself, people just be looking and they be like, oh, that is a very detailed care that you have for yourself. These are some people that you may have offered relief to them. You may have provided a solution for them, or shared knowledge, information, skills, or wisdom, or your self-care routine or something like that. And this really helped relieve somebody's suffering or relieve some physical pain that they may have been having in their body. And so especially if these are people that you've already been intimate with, these are people who really crave, like, especially if you haven't had a union in a long time, these are people who really crave that relief that they felt after being intimate with you, and that's what they're really attracted by. Some of these people, these are some people who may be the same gender. Maybe these were some fluid relationships that you had, and I'm hearing that there are a lot of flashbacks to this person. There are a lot of flashbacks to like being intimate with the same gender person or something like that. And this person helped you love yourself. I think that this intimate relationship that you had with this same gender, perhaps, that won't resonate for everybody, but just a little quick note. It's like that was like someone who loved you, and like when you didn't love yourself or something like that. Okay, and so this person, they've been really attracted to you, and I don't think, like, if you guys have gone under a body transformation or something like that, they are, maybe you don't know how they feel about it yet or something like that, but I feel like, you know, they're really attracted to you. Like, your sexuality, your fluid sexuality actually makes you very attractive. And I think that your self-care, the way that you tend to your needs and you don't rush your care, is also like really attractive. Somebody's name starts with the letter A. I'm hearing like the name Melissa or something like that. Some of you guys have really beautiful shiny hair, And so your hair is in really great, healthy condition, is what I'm hearing. And some of you guys, it just shows that you have not rushed your care, that you made sure that then I think this also reflects a relationship that you may have with your mother. And people find that to be attractive. Like, people like to see sweet relationships that you can have with your family, and they know that you are a sweet person. They know that you are caring and good-hearted, and that makes you really attractive. It's your good heart. Okay. From the animal spirit deck. Okay. What is it? What makes you attractive, pal one? Oh my God, your butterfly. Yeah, I definitely was getting that some of you guys went under a major transformation. And this is somebody that you've known from your past or before the transformation, perhaps. And they see that you are, like, maybe when you were sexual with them, you weren't so flexible, or you weren't so strong or good looking. And they see now you move like they're watching some type of movement of yours or something like that, and they see that this took a lot of self-love since they known you. They, especially if this is a same gender relationship, you and this person had a very sweet relationship, is what I'm getting. A very sweet relationship, and this person watched you transform. Okay. From when you hated yourself to now loving yourself. Okay. And they're very attracted to you because you finally started loving yourself. Okay. Or something like that. I'm also getting like something where you may have been rejecting this person because they were the same gender, and then you couldn't stop desiring them or something like that. Like something where you denied them because they were same gender, and you could not stop desiring them, and they know that you are very attracted to them. Okay, they know that you're very attracted to them. From the Tarot, Sexual Magic, LOL. That's really cute, actually, friends. Oh, and then of course from the Sacred Sexuality deck. Before we get into the Tarot, Sexual Magic, how could we forget? What makes you attractive? Power one. What makes you attractive? LOL, this is so cute, actually. Your butt. That's what I'm hearing. Your butt is really attractive. There is somebody who finds you to be very attractive. You guys may be exotic dancers or strippers or something like that, or you do something taboo, and there is one of your customers that is really, really attracted to you ever since you gave them a hand job, is what I'm hearing. Okay, I'm hearing something where you gave them a hand job. And this person paid you very well, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing they paid you very well. It's like something that they might, if you have rules against it at your club, I think that like you might have, this person might have gave themselves a hand job while you like performed for them, danced on them, went to VIP with them or something like that. Okay. And so this person cannot stop being into you because of that. Okay, something with one of your customers. Yeah, what did I say? Bisexual. Yeah, I was getting that like this is a bisexual relationship that you had. Maybe you're considering, some of you guys, this is a second married card, and this card never comes out. The first card in this deck is marriage, and this one is married, and I put it in there for a reason. So some of you guys could be married now, and this is a bisexual relationship that you had. Okay, and people could be seeing that they know that you like both male and females, and that makes you very attractive, because they know that you're attracted to like most things, is what I'm hearing. LOL. I mean, they say that you can satiate anybody or something like that. Some of you guys, this was some kind of experimental curiosity that you had when you were in college or when you were younger, and now this person is seeing you married now. Okay, getting ready for marriage. LOL. But I feel like you still are bi or something like that. They're saying that you're bi and married now. Okay. What did I say? A hand job or fingering. LOL. and I was getting standing up. It's like something. And then this could be cowgirl, cowboy, reverse. Maybe if you did have intimacy with this person, it's something about when you're standing up and maybe you're in the front of someone and they like their hands come around from behind you and finger you. I think that like that drives you and that could drive you insane, or them, whoever's in this position, okay, where they, you got that thing backed up, okay. But it's standing up. Like, have you ever been in a standing up position? And like, even if this is a same gender relationship, it's something about the way that this person feels when you're standing up, okay. But for a lot of you, this is a boy that you've had an up and down relationship with, okay. And some of you guys, they know that it's because this boy that you had an up this boy that you had an up and down relationship with, you're finally married to them. And I'm also hearing that they say that it was because you are bisexual. Your relationship, you could be bisexual or they could be bisexual. Both of you guys could be, but they say that this relationship is just very sweet, y'all. That this up and down relationship that y'all have had. They say, like, especially if you have like a fluid sexuality, this person, I think that their hand and their hand job is going to really like, it's all you need, friend, because some of y'all are bisexual. So I think that like the hands on your organs is what you really like, and that makes you, then this person is really, really attracted to you because of that. Somebody's really attracted because they know, especially if these are men that could be having inferiorities complexes or something like that, and you let them know, like, it doesn't matter, like maybe they know that you have bigger sizes than them or something like that, because you had different kinds of males or something like that, and they know that, like, they was worried if they was going to be enough for you, and they was like, I know, I can't wait to do it with you, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for you. And you like, I think it's going to be enough, because all I really need is the fingering, like, because I keep, you know what I'm saying, like something where a bisexual relationship may have helped you realize that you really like being fingered, okay. I think some of you guys like being fingered more than you like penetration, or something like that. Okay, something where it's like people know that your past is bisexual, but now they see you getting married and they're just thinking about being your customer. Some of them, especially if they see that you're an ex-stripper or something like that, and they see you married now, they wish that you could, like, they have fantasies about you, like being being their, them being your customer. And they have like fantasies about taking you to VIP, or they want to take you to VIP and touch you, okay. They like, I know you're married and stuff like that. Your customer could also be a customer of yours that's married, and ever since you was I'm hearing something where you were standing up and they gave themselves their own hand job or something like that, and it's like something that you were doing when you were standing up. It's like maybe you were shaking your butt or you were moving in such a way that really gave this person the like they like that, it was like a grok AI imagination, where like your customer got off just by you standing up and dancing or something like that, or just like watching you from a distance, or maybe still like not having to do too much, and it's like something where this customer cannot stop thinking about that, okay. I'm also getting that somebody like somebody had you standing up perhaps, or it's just like maybe there's a lot of intimacy, like there's a lot of like attractiveness by the way, like the way that you stand is very attractive is what I'm hearing. Your ankles and your like, it's like people really think about as soon as they see your ankles or something like that. Yeah, as soon as they see your ankles, they want to pound town or something like that. That's weird. Like something where they see your feet, your legs, or your ankles, and it makes them wanna run up in a raw friend. It's the way that you stand that makes you very attractive. They just be thinking about coming behind you and, you know, coming from behind you and unbuckling your pants and sliding their hands down your pants and start fingering you. And I don't know, maybe it's some shorts you got on because they saw the ankles and they couldn't, yeah. The devil, this person is like, I don't know who this is, but this person who's attracted to you has an explosive urge with you. Like, this person really, like, their attraction is uncontrollable. This is person, they obsess about you, okay, because of some orgasm that you've given them. Even if this is the same gender relationship, some of you guys, because you were obsessed with this person and the orgasm, especially some of y'all who had a separation in a same-sex marriage, it was like you couldn't stay away from somebody. You know, you was like, no, that's wrong. That's an abomination or something like that. I can't be doing that gay stuff. And then some of y'all just ended up marrying this person because you couldn't stay away from them. Okay, but for others, this could be a you know, your customer is married and they just keep thinking about that experience that they had with you in VIP and how you really knew how to handle the situation. Friend, you knew what to do. And they know it's because you love yourself how good you are with this, right? We have the World, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I think that this this person, you're not really receptive to them. I don't know if this is someone that I think it may be because they were married that you were not receptive to them. Okay, you knew this person was just projecting whatever image that served them. Okay, some of them, they were coming around married, y'all, especially if this was a customer or something like that. They were coming around married and they really were obsessed with you. Okay, and I think it took a long time for this person, you know, they kept going back to their ex or something like that, or you knew they were not going to be able to get out of this marriage or something. Like, it's like this person, they were really like infatuated with you, and I think especially if they saw you in heels or something like that, it was like they were obsessed with you. And I think that you were just there for the money. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you were just there for the money, or you knew that this person was just like there for the sex. And like this person is really just attracted to your like sexuality. Okay, they're really just attracted to your body because they know that that you care for it, that you love for it and stuff like that. And this person, I don't know who this is, but this person, this is not somebody that you could be married to. This is somebody that was married, but I feel like this cycle was hard because this attraction was addicting and explosive. Okay, especially somebody who had you, you know, they were obsessed with you, but I don't think that you were receptive to them. You were just projecting the image that they wanted because you knew that this person was married, and you knew, like, a lot of y'all, you were just like, look, I'm just here to earn my pay or something like that. And I'm hearing, friend, you did earn that pay, friend. Y'all earned that pay for sure. For sure, friend. You earned it. Okay. But this person has been, I don't know what separated you guys, because I feel like this person saw you as everything. It was like you were indeed everything they ever wanted, but I think that you were not receptive to them because you knew that they were projecting their ex. And I'm also getting that you knew that they were like projecting whoever they're married to or something like that, and that they were really just like not getting like good sex at home or something like that, and you knew not to really invest in the situation. I'm hearing you were really just there for the money, and they were addicted to you. I'm telling you, obsessed. This might have even been a regular customer. They couldn't leave you alone after you did what you did, friend. Okay, you definitely earned that pay. Okay. Okay, but I see that this cycle has closed up with this person, and even though they may have been obsessed with you, I don't think I just think that this was all just one big toxic projection, because this marriage was like this. They were married, friend. Okay, and this is when they're like you were their shadow attachment of pain and shame that, you know, they hide from their married person or something like that. But I'm also getting that some of you guys, you could have been married too. Okay, some of y'all was married too. And you guys just came around for the sex, or you just came around for the money and projected. Like, you guys may have like been really intimate in these unions, like projecting the one, like, oh my God, I love you so much, or oh, whispering sweet nothings and stuff like that. But y'all, you were not, I don't know, you was not really invested, because I'm saying that you, like, as the Empress in the reverse, you were not receptive to them. You were just like, okay. You might have even liked the sex too, but I don't think that, like, this, I think that you guys have finally got your closure around this relationship, and that it was just too much projecting between the two of you, even though you were obsessed with one another. Okay, but that's what I'm seeing, friends. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to shop Rose Quartz and Cosmic Intelligence if you enjoyed this message, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome to your selection. Okay, you chose Sweet Spell. That was available in Cosmic Intelligence. So let's see what makes you so attractive. Okay, what makes you so attractive? I'm hearing that you add a little bit of extra sprinkle. I don't know what you do, but you go above and beyond, and something where you're very charming. You really delight people. I'm hearing you really deliver. I'm hearing you over deliver and over delight with your results. Maybe you guys provide a service. Maybe you do some type of customer service work, or some type of like, maybe you work in a retail store, you work in healthcare or something like that. But there's something where you're always around with a smile, and you're very charming, and you delight people and bring them out of you. It's like you really have the power. You might think it was something small, right? But you really do have the power to make someone's day, because you just know. I'm hearing you know the right things to say to people. You're intuitive. You can sense what people need. Okay. I'm also getting some of you guys may bake a lot. Like, that makes you very attractive, is that you like to bake. Some of you guys like to make a lot of different cookies, cakes, and pies, and cupcakes and stuff like that. And they see that you like to decorate, like baked goods or something like that. And they know that all this cooking that you're doing means that you're doing it with a full heart, because of how you care for the food, friend. It's like the food be full of sunshine too. Like, it's like something that where, I don't know, this makes you very attractive. Some of y'all bag somebody really good with knowing how to cook. I'm hearing some of y'all know how to cook real good. It's like something that, it might have even happened after sex or something like that. But like, it's like, don't do that, friend. Like, don't fuck them and feed them. That's a recipe for disaster. Okay, because they just sat up delighted. Okay, we have cherishing and suppressing. This person who is really attracted to you, I'm getting that these could be multiple people, but I feel like people, they really cherish you. They really adore you, because of how you charm and over deliver and over delight to them. It's also about something that you create, and you create with a full heart, whether this is cooking or some type of other art thing that you could be doing. But people know that it has, like, it's your fullest expression. You put a lot of your expression into it. You are fully expressed in what you create as well. And you come with a full heart, and you come with being really loving and caring. But these people who are attracted to you, these are people who really suppress their attraction for you. Okay, they might have even blocked you, ghosted you, disappeared, stopped talking, separated from you, because they were very different than you. I don't know, something where you started expressing concerns, about a STI or something like that. And I think that made you feel like, that made them feel not good enough, okay? Because like some of you are very like the way that you are. This could be a friendship, okay? I'm hearing that you guys are about to, like, they might be taking a flight towards you or something like that. But this person, I feel like you express concerns for STI or something like that, and that made somebody feel bad about themselves, because they may have just been, you made them feel dirty or something like that. I'm hearing some, this person, it's because they didn't feel desired. This is why they didn't reciprocate, is what I'm hearing, okay? And I feel like you showed them in so many different ways how you were for them, okay? But I think that something about you did not trust them, okay? Or maybe they were suppressing so much that you started to wonder if they were getting orgasms somewhere else, or if there was someone else that was interfering in the relationship, because like you definitely would need to know the information, because it's like a biological hazard. So some of y'all may have started expressing concern for a STI or something like that, okay? Because you knew that this person had they don't have a good sexual experience, and that didn't make them feel desired, okay? We have the moth. That's interesting, okay? I never pulled the moth before. But some of you guys are very quiet. Like, people cannot hear you coming. I think that that's attractive as well, because I'm not going to say nobody. Maybe people who don't really are mindful like that, but I think that a lot of people don't like noise like that. And I think that there are people who have really loud, noisy steps, and loud, like they're very noisy and they're coming and going, and you guys are very discreet and mindful. These could involve like people who see you and they were like, they see you and they're surprised to see you, but they see that you come in and you're quiet, mindful, respectful, that you try not to disturb or bother anybody. And because I think that you're very trauma sensitive as well, and like noise and big movements like that just show me that you don't have a body awareness, and that's scary. Like, I think that could be like people who don't have body awareness and are not conscious of how much noise they're making is really scary. And I think that like when you show that consideration, you're considering how your movement and body in a space impacts other people, and I think that actually makes you very attractive as well, okay? But kind of back to this person at the beginning of the relationship, of the channeling, this person have been suppressed. I'm hearing this person suppresses a lot, okay? And I think that they're very wishful and enthusiastic about you, but they have been hasty and impulsive. And I think that they might be this way, but this also might be reflecting, shadow aspects that you need to acknowledge as well. And I think that this is a situation that burnt out. Maybe this, like, I don't know, this is a situation that burnt out. This was somebody that you may have been with, and it may have been passionate. You may have loved this person and delighted this person. You guys may have helped each other a lot. But I think that it led to a disappointment, or something complex happened. And there was something complex happened, or this person made some type of hasty decision, left an unfinished product. I just keep feeling like, this situation, like, this person is very attracted to you, but they've suppressed this, and started to I'm hearing they suppressed their attraction for you and started to idolize others, okay? And I think that this is a situation where you just keep wishing that things could be different, okay? But the truth is, this person, even though they're really attracted to you, they were burnt out because they were never, I'm hearing that they couldn't, some of these people couldn't have an orgasm, okay? But you were a ray of sunshine in their life in a big way. It wasn't just about the orgasm, is what I'm hearing, okay? This person actually adores you for how you've delighted them with your cooking, or how you've delighted them with being a good friend, supporting them, providing strength and support while they may have been in a crisis. But for some of them, it just was, some of you guys have a really high sex drive, and this person was burnt out, okay? I'm also hearing that this could have been somebody who has knock knees. Somebody got knock knees, okay? So they might have an issue opening their legs, and this was not, you could have been providing relief for them, but I think that this person was just I don't know, this situation came out of the blue. Both of you guys were not expecting to be shown a full heart, okay? It was not just about the sex, friend, okay? The reason why this person is attracted to you is because of your beautiful friendship, especially if this person has a large age difference, okay? So I truly think that this person cannot keep up with your sex drive, or you had a stressful problem in your relationship, or things really got burnt out by a third party, because some of them started to idolize a third party after you came into their life and provided strength and support in a crisis, and they may have like left a very big like unfinished project with you, okay? So they can go idolize someone else. And that was strange. I'm hearing that that's like them, especially when they feel the need to idolize someone else. That's really that's a big defense mechanism and a huge suppression, okay? Huge suppression. So I think that you just realized that this was not something that you should have invested in with the Seven of Pentacles, because things burnt out, things fizzled out. Some of them started idolizing someone else, and let you take an ill, okay, is what I'm hearing. They started cherishing someone else and let you take an ill, okay? And that was like a really, really bad investment. And created a bad, and like, furthermore, created a bad investment within your relationship, okay? And I know that you just keep wishing things could be different, but this person has decided not to invest. Some of them decided to take flight, okay? They decided to take flight. We have the Empress. And then we have the Two of Swords. I think that, like, you know, this person definitely sees you as the Empress. Like, that's total opposite of Pile 1. You're definitely the most, you could even be divine feminine to this person. But I think that this relationship is truly lacking fulfillment because they have been, like, not investing properly, okay? And there's a lot of pain and confusion around this situation, and there's a lot of wasted time and wasted energy, and you guys have invested a lot in this situation, but I don't think that your investments have gotten you the results that you really wanted. I feel like this person has, and that's because this person truly suppresses their attraction for you. They truly suppress how they feel about you, okay? They are receptive, and I think that, I don't know what exactly you're looking for with the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Maybe you just kind of, like I said, you wish things could be different, or you wish that you didn't invest in this person. And maybe they also wish that they didn't invest either, because there was something impulsive and hasty that happened, okay, in this situation, that led to a waste, or this is just a situation where this person, they have been idolizing others is what I'm hearing, and that's weird. I'm hearing that this may be a confusing situation, okay, but I feel like there's something complex that happened here where you have been truly the glory and the charm that came into this person's life, but they have been resisting a transformation to cherish you instead of suppressing. Maybe you also suppressed. I think that there may have been a runner chaser dynamic in this relationship, a stressful problem in this relationship, and this person has not evolved this bad investment that they made. It's like, I think that what happens is, like, if they choose to idolize someone else, it's because that really is the bad investment that they can't evolve. That's really the mistake that they made that they wish that they hadn't. Okay, I wish things could be different. I wish I hadn't invested there. I wish I hadn't did that. Okay, because now I don't know what to do. Some of them, they literally just don't know what to do, and so it's easier to, it might be easier to suppress their love for you and attraction for you, and you might think so too. Okay, I think that this person, I'm hearing they flipped, or they took flight. Like they may have like left a big unfinished project. Okay, we have sacred sexuality from the sacred sexuality deck. Okay, what makes you attractive? Okay, with this person, I don't think that this feels like the end of the relationship, but I think that you realize, like, I think that this situation burned out when this person started idolizing someone else that you were, like, for something that you were responsible for, and they have just been there because this represents a failed investment from their past, or a poor judgment and poor decision making in cycles with you, and they have not been able to take responsibility for a bad investment. And so a lot of people, especially, like, will just, like, I don't know, because they spend so much energy, time, and resource, like, investing in idolizing someone else, and that was false. Okay, that was a false god, that was false glory. You are the empress. Okay, I think I'm also, like I said, some of them, they started idolizing someone else for something that you did, right? And they started to undermine your feminine energy, suppress their feelings, and undermine your feminine energy so that they can unblock this other partner, okay, or something like that. And that's just not an investment that's ever going to work out. And some of them, they keep exploring this investment, and it's just failed already. And so that also means that they're failing with you. Okay, and I think that there's a lot of pain and confusion in this situation, but you are really highly receptive and unconditionally loving, and there may have just been a lot of poor judgment, poor communication, or something that they done with you with a full heart makes you very receptive to them. Okay, even whatever challenges and mistakes that they make. Okay, so but some of you guys, you might feel like it's in the tank. Okay, because at this point they still have not evolved from investing in something that was not a good investment. Okay, so what makes you attractive? Okay, oh my god, that's been so common. That also came out in pile 1, so it could be messages for you there. Okay, we had, yeah, someone had a sexual dysfunction in this situation. Okay, this is somebody who, yeah, you might have wanted multiple rounds, Fran. Okay, like I said, they could not keep up with your sex drive. You might have wanted multiple. You might have wanted multiple rounds in a situation, and this person was having sexual dysfunction. Okay, a sex disorder is something where they were physically and emotionally in distress. trouble. They've been having trouble having sex, and you guys, I think that you guys had, maybe when you came around them and helped them with sex, I think that you know, you might have gave this person multiple rounds, and they were not prepared for that physically or something like that, or it was a huge relief for them with all these rounds. But I feel like because it was so passionate and explosive in the beginning, it was something that burnt out really quickly as well. Okay, I do think that this person, you guys did help each other a lot. Okay, you created so much from this situation with Divine Feminine, where the Empress energy coming out. But this was not, I think that what happened is that, like, they could have burnt out and you were just like, well, I definitely, you know, it was just something that you wasted your time on. I'm not going to say you wasted your time on, but it was something that where your investment did not pan out, especially when it burnt out. You were like, oh, okay. You were still like open and free with it, but I think that because this person was truly sexually dysfunctional, this was not something that they could keep up physically. Okay. And I think that I'm also getting that you guys had help. You guys loved each other in a way, in other ways, and they helped you create and you served them with a free and loving heart. That doesn't mean that you don't love them. I just think that this was something that came out of the blue, and it was not something that you were really invested in. Okay, but it ended up like being you end up being extremely like receptive to them. Okay. Some of these people, your relationship, you could be moving into a relationship that's hetero romantic, but you both may fall on the spectrum, or this person is coming with some type of sexual dysfunction. They have trouble having sex. They may not enjoy having sex anymore. They have a sexual disorder. Maybe sex is emotionally distressing for them in other ways. And so when this multiple round thing was happening, that was really so much cherishing. But I don't think that it was something that was really to be invested in. Okay, I think that's what makes you really attractive, pal, too, is that like you can be highly receptive to someone because you're on the spectrum and you're fluid, and you're really you can have sex with people with sexual dysfunctions. You're really just like this. You are a sexual servant is what I'm hearing, Brad, a sexual servant. And so you do what you can do to help, but it's not like you are super invested in it. I think you just enjoy pleasing. Okay, friend, I don't know what you enjoy pleasing, friend. Some of you guys have even you know, there's a lot of different types of people attracted to you. People who are gay who are attracted to you, or just like they might just identify as queer. People who are transgender as well. Some people who have fluid sexuality with you could be also just like love the fact that you're heteroromantic. They love the fact that they can have this heteronormative relationship and have a fluid relationship at the same time. I think that you having this open and fluid sexuality makes you very attractive. You being this, they know that you help people with sexual dysfunctions or something like that. And some of them got sexual dysfunctions and they know that you would be the empress, okay? But they know not to invest or something like that, okay? They know not to invest. But for others, there's something where you're dealing with, this is a past investment with an ex or something like that, and they've been, you know, suppressing their feelings for you to idolize their ex, or to some of them are just like physically in distress, and so they are just not investing right now because of some other distress that they have that has not evolved yet. And I think that you're receptive to them, but there's a lot of pain and confusion here in this situation, okay, around with this person. So you are the most highly receptive. Yeah, they keep having volatile mood swings about their past. I don't think that they're in union with this ex or having sex with them. I just think that they can't move forward with you because they're still in a physical distress, emotional distress, where they literally just can't be around you. Okay, they can't. It's not time for them to have sex with you or something like that. And they just keep having these volatile mood swings about this. Some of them, they know you the Empress, and they know that a lot of people, you're receptive to a lot of people, and so they have volatile mood swings about you having other partners. Some of them, they have volatile mood swings about this past investment that really was bad, right? And so they suppress their feelings for you because they're still physically and emotionally in distress about something else. And I think that you're receptive to this because you know that it's not because they're desiring this person. It's just because they really invested poorly. Okay. With the Four of Swords, this person is just in deep contemplation, but they're really lacking clarity, and it's really something that's like, it's making them like they're in distress. This is why you guys cannot have a sexual union right now, is because they're truly in distress about something, a past poor investment that they made, and they just, like, some of you guys, if you've already had sex with this person, they definitely are attracted to you and can't, they love the relief that you offer them, and the multiple rounds of sex is great, and they know that you help them with this sexual dysfunction, but it's literally something else that's emotionally distressing them about a poor investment that they made, and they cannot evolve and keep having mood swings about this. Okay. I'm also getting that for some of you guys, this is somebody who, where you was like, it burnt out, and you realize that it burnt out because they were having mood swings about their ex. Some of them went in separation with you, went back to their ex, thinking that their ex was going to like play your role, or thinking that this ex was going to like, that they were going to use your Empress energy, your divine feminine energy, and unblock this unhealed feminine energy from their past where they invested poorly. And so when they thought that they took a risk to go, explore an ex that they had a bad investment with, that they kept getting triggered by. Okay, it was literally because they don't have all the information that they need to process this ending, but it was really a poor investment. When they went back to this ex or something like that, they folded and flopped real bad. This person, I'm hearing that this person, they thought that they were going to go back and go get sex or something like that. They thought that they were going to go back and get like multiple rounds with an ex or something like that. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They thought that they were going to go have the same experience that they had with you after you healed them and offered them some type of, like I said, they took what you did and started idolizing an ex. And the ex, when they went back, folded and flopped real bad. This person got, I'm hearing they got even more distressed physically and emotionally because that ex was not able to relieve their pain in their body the way that you were. That's crazy. LOL. Yeah. Some of them left you by yourself to go back to an ex that they thought that they were like had a shadow attachment to, but the reason why they were obsessed with the ex is because it ended in it was a very poor investment, and may have ended in them having a loss. Or they were lacking clarity around, and like lacking a psychological closure around an ex that was duplicitous, and they kept having mood swings about it. And some of them, they thought that this ex, like maybe this ex was their previous situation, right? And so they thought that like they healed or something like that, or they thought that they could go back to view their ex with like compassion and justice, but this ex did not enjoy sex with them. I'm hearing the ex did not enjoy sex with them at all. That was delusional and a wishful thinking. And they took a big gamble, risking their fluid relationship with you on an ex where it was never, I'm hearing the sex was not ever good. It's just something that they invested in. Some of them were paying a prostitute. And like they were like, they had invested so much into it, and they thought that after receiving your nurturance, love, and how you liberated them around some of their sexuality issues, how you may have even released some of their pain, like you were truly You truly broke this person free from an outmoded belief, a negative thought pattern, extended them compassion and a free and loving heart. They left you alone and thought that they can take that wisdom to explore their ex, and their ex folded and flopped real bad. They realized that was a bad risk, that they shouldn't have went to go risk and invest in their ex and leave you alone. When you guys were having multiple rounds and you were their relief to their sexual dysfunction and their fluid relationship that accepted them for who they were, and they went back to an ex, and the ex did something duplicitous, did something fraudulent, did not enjoy the sex. They might have even started having even more physical and emotional distressing situations. This ex, they tried to like put this ex in your position or employ this ex for your position, and they could not fulfill the position. They were not qualified enough to do the job or something like that. And they were really not aligned with that person whatsoever. They showed a really bad emotional weakness, and that's why you guys had been in a separation or something like that. I think that you're still receptive to this person despite this volatile mood swing, because you know that your sex does not, like, they don't compare to you. You know that that other person was just a hoe or something like that, or you know that person, that you were the one that really charmed and delighted them, and that was just a wishful thinking of a past investment that they made that was a poor investment, that it actually never amounted to anything. It never manifested into anything. They had a lot of regret around it. They had a lot of nostalgia about the past, but this person literally, this was fake. This person was just projecting their image that they wanted them to serve in that moment. What they were getting paid to do, some of them was getting paid to be their friend. And they just went back and expected this person to be in love or something like that. I'm like, what? Like, this person, maybe their ex is a same gender relationship. And that's a complex situation for you guys as well. But for others, you are, this person was delusional and a wishful thinking that they could repair something from the past that they were nostalgic about, or where they were truly lacking a psychological closure, and they needed to, it was inevitable that your relationship was going to break down because this person was in emotional distress about something that had nothing to do with you. Okay. So that's what I'm saying, right now. I think that they could still be attracted to you because you're still receptive to them or something like that. You're very receptive to them, and I think that every time they come around asking for sex or something like that, you just think that they're gay now or something. So I don't know if you like them like that, but like, I think that you were just compassionate. They know that you were attracted to them because you might be fluid and gay, okay? Especially if they were having a sexual dysfunction. You were like, you don't need the whole function or something like that, okay? And that was attractive. They find that that attractive, that you were able to go multiple rounds, and that you were hetero-romantic even though you were fluid or something like that. I think that you really are receptive to this person. I think that when you do have unions with them, they are very fulfilling and happy, but I think that they also go and do this with other people, okay? I think that they went to go explore other people, and that, like, I think that meant that, like, it lost value to you because those relationships were not enjoyable, okay? Those relationships, it's like they went to go to have sex with other people, but those people did not enjoy having sex with them, okay? Those were not real, okay? And I think that after they just keep, this person who's really attracted to you, they just keep thinking back to how you guys had multiple rounds and how you were a cure for their sexual dysfunction and how you accepted their sexualities, and they just, they're in such a big regret, okay, when they decided to suppress and go risk their special, unique arrangement for a hoe. That was really unfortunate. Okay. I think that the relationship truly lost its value. Okay. And you have no hope in this relationship because you realize they reversed in life, and that they truly had a karmic challenge. I think that they were really projecting a past investment onto you that made them turn a negative mindset towards your relationship and made them want to go explore. Okay, that's what I'm saying about this person is really attracted to you. I don't think that it made them stop being attracted to you. I just think that they know that it's over for them. Okay, especially the X story. The X storyline gets canceled really quick. That's what I'm seeing, pal 2. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hi, pal 3. Welcome to your selection. So what makes you attractive? You chose English laundry. And I'm going to put it right there. And so let's pull some oracle cards and see what makes you attractive, pal 3. What makes you attractive? How you solve them problems. That's what makes you attractive, friend. I'm hearing that you come into a person's life, they be like, damn, that's attractive as hell. Solving somebody's problem, doing something that's kind of like I don't know, a love language. Like some of you guys, you're very big on, acts of service, and that makes you attractive. Doing something, serving someone in a way makes you very, very attractive. It's like they were dealing with a problem and you're like, let me help you with that. Okay, let me take that up off your hands, friend. Okay, you ain't gotta be strong. You ain't gotta be strong, friend. Okay. Pile 3. They find that your neck to be very strong, very beautiful. The way that if you're a man, something about her, your neck is very strong, or something that makes you attractive. Some of you guys have dark hair that makes you attractive, is what I'm hearing. I'm also getting sexuality message in here, because you see how this card has like a little rainbow in the back. I never noticed that before. But people who are on the spectrum, okay, find you to be very attractive, okay, because you help them solve an issue around their sexuality issue, is what I'm hearing. And now they feel more confident than ever. We have the octopus, your slinky long ass legs. I'm hearing some slinky long legs, friend. Them legs be going every which way. Yes, yes. It's a must, okay, to be bust wide open. Okay, some of y'all very flexible. And that's what makes you, that can make you very attractive. When they see your flexibility, your legs extending, they're like, dang, oh my goodness, like, how you do all that? Okay. So this is somebody that you're close to, okay? And I think that this is like, you help this person with their business, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you help this person learn a lack of boundaries that they had, especially some of them who have a fluid sexuality. You put somebody in the right direction, and that made them very happy and attracted to you. It's like something where you came around and showed this person, hey, look, this is how you establish a healthy boundary. And it was like, okay, damn, bet. Some of you guys are engaged to this person, okay? And they are yearning about you, friend. They're yearning, and they literally have been watching you learn how to have a healthy relationship. They see that you have been releasing toxicity, and since getting engaged. Y'all, this is too toxic. Y'all, you and this person very close. Okay, you're very close. But I think that there's somebody in your unconventional relationship that is also close, and I think that these could be third parties, but I think that these are friends. And I think that there's one of your friends that you guys all have this fluid sexuality or something like that, and there's like one of your friends that cannot, it's like they they might even have their own relationships, but seeing you in your fluid relationship, it's like someone's name that starts with letter B or P. It's like they've become a problem in your fluid relationship, or they've been becoming like there's been a lack of boundaries in here, in this relationship, or you do business with these people, and it's been hard to close a business deal because there's somebody here. There's two people in a network or friends in your unconventional relationship that have been having a problem with your attraction. Okay. I'm hearing be patient and firm. This is like, I don't think, I'm getting that these are people who are clinging on to you and your relationship. It's like something where this person is wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you. I don't know if they've never been in their direction, okay? Or they've had like, they may have recognized that they were attractive, but this is not their relationship. So they just don't get the yearning, okay? They're not getting engaged, they're not yearning. Some of them are not intellectual enough, not interesting enough. And so you have the primordial power over this person that you're engaged to, and they know that this person has a solution to your problem. And I think that these people are creating their third parties. They might even be non-romantic third parties, or like well-intended relationships, but they get messy because some of these people know that you're fluid or know that you're open, and they try to abuse their position to like get affection, time. And I think that is like they're overwhelming their feelings about your attraction being on display. I'm hearing that like it's so much that has to change where like in a business dynamic is what I'm hearing, okay? This may even be people this may even be people that they used to be close with, and now you're the one that they're really close to, okay? Or they were just never interested in these people to begin with, and they just see y'all in this wishing, yearning, and fantasizing and getting engaged. And although they're well intended, I think some of these relationships are starting to get messy. Or you're starting to feel drained and uneasy around these relationships. Some of them, especially if it involves doing business, it takes courage to face to do some type of business with somebody who has a problem with you for being attractive, okay? I think that this is the non-romantic third party that is like, has been looking at your marriage or watching you get engaged. And this person has not, like, you're not interested, like this person is not interested in these people, but it's like something where you guys have been sharing a lot of information with friends and you're doing it without restraint. And I think that this could be used to intervene in your relationship, okay? It's not like this person is wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about them. It's literally that because some type of oversharing or lack of boundaries is happening in your marriage or engagement, where people are using it to like steal affection, time, to steal interest or something like that, or to like to plant seeds of doubt in this like relationship that is heading towards like that's getting ready for marriage is what I'm hearing, okay? So this person who is really these people who are attracted to you, especially the person who you're engaged with, perhaps, they love them legs, okay? They definitely love them legs. And then you also represent a big solution to their problem, or help them reconcile something big in their life, okay? Or vice versa. So, climax, okay? There's a lot of tension. There's a lot of sacred sexuality here with this person. You are coming to this relationship with a sexual trauma, okay? Some of you guys are coming to this relationship with a sexual trauma. And I don't know if you guys have been intimate yet, but this person, they just know the orgasm is going to be wild because you and this person have been arousing each other, and there's like the sexual tension is increasing between you and this person, okay? You can feel like some of you guys can feel the pressure of this person on your body even before getting intimate with them. Okay, so some of this could be like some type of PTSD. It could be some type of stress response if you're feeling physical sensations of a climax. Some of you guys, this could be a sensational response, excuse me, or a PTSD response to a sexual trauma from your past. Okay, something that was inappropriate that happened to you, and this has really maybe made you lose interest in sex, or have created stress in some type of way. Okay, you coming to this relationship is like, I think that this solves a sexual trauma issue that you've been having. This person this is why they're wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you, is because you represent healing their sexual trauma. Okay, and they know that, like, I'm hearing your tension is reaching its peak. Okay, you and this person that you're engaged with, the tension is rising, you know, and I think that people see they're watching you guys solve your problem and get closer to this is a situation. It feels like there's a climax about to happen. People see that you guys are getting closer and closer to this union, and they see the sexual arousal, and they just feel like they just keep vying for attention or trying to find interest as well in what you guys are building, the chemistry that you're building with one another. And this is like, you're like, no, we're not. Can you back up? It's like somebody here, some feminines in the environment, A, B, P, or S, they're really like, they see you getting sexually aroused with somebody that you're engaged with, seeing you get prepared for a marriage, and they just keep like, I don't know, they keep reminding you of like your sexual trauma, especially if these are feminines who trying to be like something where these are like sisters or someone that's like close in your interpersonal relationship. Like I said, they might be like your friendships. These are messy relationships with your friends or something like that, because these people I feel like they trigger your sexual trauma, because some of you guys, you had a family violence where a member of your immediate family may have molested you. Okay, and so there is these people in the environment that keep like trying to take an interest in this like steamy love affair that you're having, and trying to steal sex is what I'm hearing. And I think that that's making you feel so uncomfortable, or making you feel like this is triggering family violence. It's triggering that wounded child part of you, where you just like kept feeling some unwanted hands on you, or something that you feel like this is inappropriate behavior, especially like some of these interpersonal relationships or people that you do business with. They're just seeing that you're very attractive and getting engaged, and they're just around trying to see if they can get some type of like validation. And you think that's weird, like sisters or brothers or people, close family members or people that you do business with. That's a little bit too close to home, especially for some of you guys with sexual trauma. That feels very, I'm hearing something that they're doing is sexually inappropriate while you're having this arousal and tension with your counterpart. Okay, so some of you guys, I know that you guys are very attracted to one another, but sometimes if you guys have some type of hasty, impulsive or negative situation, this is maybe a triggering from some of these interpersonal relationships that you do business with, or people who are around that are just weird feminines. And I think that some of this is like you consider it to be inappropriate, or it feels like is too close to some type of some type of inappropriate sexual experience that you have or they have. Okay, and you might even feel the pressure in your body from some type of inappropriate behavior. That's very triggering, especially when you see these messy relationships around your relationship that's headed to climax, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing your sexual tension increases with your partner. Their tension increases as well. It's like something where they keep trying to get turned on by you and your partner building a chemistry. Okay, and I think that that's stressful to you, or this feels like it can create like it could just feel inappropriate, and you just don't feel, you decided to fire them because of that. That's what I'm hearing, okay? Because their behavior was inappropriate, or you just kept feeling that they were trying to, like, that they were sexually harassing in, like, in business. Like, someone's name is P, or someone's name starts with the letter S. Like, these are people who wanted to have sex with you and your partner, and y'all are just having this beautiful, intimate relationship that heals a sexual trauma and family violence, okay? And these people have been aroused by you because you're attractive, and I think that you're not interested in them. And I think that they have been creating a huge problem of sexual harassment in the workplace, in this business, in this network, and you're like, this feels inappropriate. I'm not consenting to sex with you. My partner is not consenting to sex with you. We're having an orgasm with each other. We're having sexual arousal with each other. We're getting engaged. Our sexual tension is increasing. We're about to consummate the marriage or something like that. And you just keep feeling pressure in your body from people who are obsessed with your genitals. Okay, somebody here is obsessed with your genitals. Somebody's ex, or someone who has a plastic surgery or has an opposite body type as you. They see that you and this person are having this love affair, and they just keep trying to catch the underwood, or they just keep trying to see if they can get some, they can like inspire arousal, and you're like, that feels inappropriate. And it's because some of these people, they say they are on the spectrum too, or it's like no, your sexuality is not required at work, okay? And I feel like, you know, this started to feel like sexual harassment, especially for some of these gang stalkers. It's like they keep watching you and your person go to take it to the max or something like that. You guys are taking it to the max of marriage, and they know that this is like, they know that the sexuality is really, that sexual tension is increasing, because they know that that person about to come in and put that contract down, and that this relationship is going to fall under a traditional contract or something like that, okay? And I think that's how they're trying to delay and confuse this person, because there's so much sexual tension, they can confuse where their opportunity is. Like, you're not, that's like, those are people who are sexually inappropriate, especially because this is like not consenting, or they're not involved in the arousal, and they just keep doing something where you know that they're obsessed with your breast or your butt or something like that, and you know that your lover is also obsessed with you, and you might feel pressure, and you're like, wait, is that from somebody that I consented to, or is that somebody that's literally just like a family violence, or a workplace violence, sexual harassment, where they just keep trying to, like, I don't know, trying to do something to elicit desire for sex. Maybe some of them started pretending to be fluid or something like that, because they know that you and your person are pan, and you guys are not concerned about gender identity or sex or something like that. Something where they know your person doesn't have a gender, or they know your person doesn't have an identity or something like that, or you know that they know that your person this is an emotional attraction. So what they're doing feels so inappropriate. It feels like a family violence for real, because that could really like trigger you guys if you had some sexual trauma in your like childhood developmental state from your family, or from some other type of inappropriate behavior, and it just could feel like there was a situation where it's not actually consenting, it's not actually, you know, the emotional satisfaction and attraction, but it's actually something that's forced or meaningless. And they keep like, I don't know, some of them are, or like they are like masturbating to you, and it's like some of them have plastic surgery, or some of them have a body type that you're not attracted to, and so that this one-sided attraction makes you feel so uncomfortable, okay? Or it's like some of them, this is like confusing, like their hate, that some of them are just so jealous and envious of your body, they become obsessed with it, and some of it just actually ends up turning them on. So yeah, so I think that there's definitely some people around your engagement or around your relationship that's sexually inappropriate in business or in family, and it's been making you feel very uncomfortable and triggered about a sexual trauma from your past, probably, or their past, where there's like sensations on the body, and this is physically distressing. I'm hearing physically and emotionally distressing. Some of you guys could benefit from watching POW 2, okay, if you know that this person has a sexual dysfunction or trauma. But this literally, like, I think that people know you have sexual trauma as well, and they know that's why your fluidity, that your sexuality is fluid, and that makes you attractive. But I think that, you know, some of them, you know, I don't think that they mean harm, you know. I just think that it is not, it triggers your sexual trauma because there is a situation where you have not consented, and there's people who are attracted to you where you're not attracted back to them, especially in business and in family. You feel like that's weird, inappropriate. You feel like that's incest. You know what I'm saying? Some of you, this is their ex who is very concerned about you sitting on their face. Okay, some of you guys, they know that this person gives you a lot of oral. Okay, and people know that some of these people, they know your favorite positions or something like that. But you know what makes you attractive is that, like, you your sex can take various forms as a pansexual person, but it's not like, I think that some people was like, ooh, you're fluid, let me see if I can try to get into your circle with with sex or seduction. And you're just like, the reason why I'm pansexual is because I have sexual trauma. I'm actually so anti letting everybody in my circle. Okay, I'm actually so scared of this exposure to sexually inappropriate behavior. Like, some of you guys, this could be indecent exposure. This could be people flashing themselves at you. This could be people who have molested you or traumatized you sexually, done something inappropriate that was not consensual friends. Okay. And it's like, when they get aroused, it'd be like, what are you aroused about? Like, I'm having a intimate moment with my partner. This don't got nothing to do with y'all. It's like, some of you have this intimate relationship, but there's a lot of business around it, perhaps, or family, and the family is just lacking divine masculine energy, and they see that you're getting married and getting structure and support, and some of these people are just lusty and greedy and just keep coming around for a selfish and intense desire to steal from you. And so, we have to discern that, like, there's some unhealthy boundaries. And I think that a lot of what they use is, like, you guys oversharing so much. Don't overshare about your relationship. And I think that you guys, especially, like, some of you guys are keeping your partner's identity silent. You guys probably won't be doing, like, photography or anything like that, because there's so many people who are getting aroused by seeing y'all together, I think. And you're just like, we are not consenting to that with y'all. Okay. I don't know, y'all. People, that'd be the weirdest and strangest and scariest thing, especially for somebody who has sexual trauma. To see somebody getting aroused that you did not consent to, you will find to even be exposed to somebody who is doing something that you find to be sexually inappropriate can trigger a sexual trauma. So, like, if they see, if these are other feminists in the environment where someone is openly wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you and show no interest in them, it literally is because they don't have an emotional attraction to these people. They're not working with them. So it is like weird that they try to use seduction or illicit desire for sex, because it ends up making both you and your partner uncomfortable when this is a deep emotional attraction. Okay, so that's what's triggering you both right now. Okay, that's what's putting the relationship under stress, is because there's people who are hyper aroused, and it might be like they might do something sexual out of their hyper arousal, but some of this is really their defensiveness, aggression, fighting and attacking your marriage, right? Or your intimate moment, and it's because they're not having one, or they want to see if they can try to get an orgasm too or something. I'm like, no, nobody's fucking you, okay? Like, it's like something that you feel is highly inappropriate, or you're aware of yourself and your traumas. Like, that certain things, you cannot be exposed to certain things in business. Like, some of you guys, I think it's best, especially with this sexual trauma, just to keep it professional. Don't shit where you eat, and focus on your emotional attraction that you have with the person that you are known to be with, okay? And these other things that are going on are illusory and making you uncomfortable and putting you under a lot of stress. They're triggering you. It's not turning you on. It's triggering you. It's triggering something inappropriate. It's triggering stress. It's triggering a loss of a family member, a loss of a relationship with a family member that abused you. Reminds you of something inappropriate that happened to you, that makes you uncomfortable in your body, that makes you feel unsafe in your body. Like some of these like studios and dance studios and yoga studios and other places that do business, they're very exploitive of the body. And you have like, I don't know, something where you were at a dance studio or something like that, and they are just like, they're a sexual assault, okay? Or they look like this is like something where you're not consenting to them, okay? They're aroused by you, okay? They're aroused by you, but you don't feel the same way. These people, they are not, I'm hearing something where you, because you did not like their face, okay? You didn't like their face, okay? And they were aroused by you, but you didn't feel the same or something like that, okay? And it's like, I think because you said you were pansexual, you were like, you're like, sexual, romantic, and emotional attraction is not about gender, but it's also just like, if you don't like the way they look, then you just don't like the way they look. It didn't matter what their gender was, friend, okay? So, yeah. I lost my train of thought a little bit, but I think I kind of got what I was trying to say, friend, okay? So what makes you attractive? Yeah, you're planning and looking forward to the future with your counterpart, because you have been mastering this cycle of people who have been sexually assaulting you, okay? They keep doing sexually inappropriate behavior in business or at work, okay? If this is a dance studio or a movement place, I just would advise you to take heed and caution around, you know, sexuality issues, and that like sexual assault can happen with the same gender, okay? These people, I'm hearing that they are molesting you, okay? Or they're putting a lot of stress on you because they're obsessed with your genitals, and you are just only wanting one person because of your emotional attraction, okay? And this is the person that you feel comfortable with or something like that, or you know this person is solving a problem for you that will help you feel safer. I think that these people in this workplace, I'm hearing a dance studio or a movement place, their sexually inappropriate behavior triggers your sexual trauma stress, okay? They have also been making a lot of violations in this workplace or in this place of business, and some of them might be catching lawsuits for sexual harassment, okay? This person who, you know, is helping you solve your problem is you could be helping somebody solve a problem, and this is why you're so attractive, okay? Your self-mastery makes you very attractive. You're positive, looking forward to the future is makes you really attractive. Somebody really they can't wait till you give them oral sex, okay? And then we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting that, you know, these people who were sexually inappropriate are getting left behind, and I think that you are the one that is getting the offer. Your person is coming in, and you're planning for the future, you know, because this person who was triggering your sexual trauma, okay? I think that this was the bottom of it. This is why this person has been causing stress, is because in your business or in your family, there's been someone who's been doing something sexually inappropriate, okay? And this is making everybody uncomfortable and overwhelmed. This is it, okay? Where they need to get fired, or you are going to be pressing charges for sexual harassment, or you've learned everything that you've needed to learn about the situation, and started to, like, I think that what you discern is that this is truly inappropriate sexual behavior. And so, you know, they thought that they were going to try to seduce your person by, like, they tried to become third parties, okay? But this made you feel so uncomfortable. I'm hearing that you thought it was like incest. or these feminines in the environment who became obsessed with your body and your genitals, like your breast and your like ankles or your like hands and feet and stuff like that. Like they became obsessed with your face. It was really like they started doing something to like aggressive towards you, and you felt like that was like something where they started to touch you without consent, started to search and seize you, and this was like sexual harassment or just harassment in general. And I think that like they're finally getting left behind. Some of them are going to prison. Some of them are obsessed with your ass, and you're just like, I don't know. I'm getting that this stress that you've been feeling with these third parties or something like that is their inappropriate sexual behavior, is their obsession, is like, it's a manifestation of their obsession with you and how they've been obsessed with your genitals or something like that. And you started to feel the sense, you might have even started to feel the sensations on your body. Y'all, I'm so sorry. This feels so triggering. And so some of you guys you've had like these toxic expectations, and you cannot be in union with this person until you come out of this sexual trauma, okay? And I think that these people in the workplace or in your family, it's just not making it work, and not making it better, friend. I know you're trying to have this, you're trying to look forward towards this climax moment with this person that you're engaged with, and I know, it could be stressful right now because of all this other stuff going on. So I think just like continue to master yourself and to master your response to when you are exposed to sexually inappropriate behavior, because it really feels like a huge non-consenting. It's like, it's not that like, oh, I'm getting envious because you're, trying to elicit desire for sex. You're literally traumatizing me with this exposure that's sexual, like that's really inappropriate and that I'm not consenting to. It just keeps making me feel like you're obsessed with me. So I think that's what's been going on, friends. Let me know how that resonates. I didn't mean for this pile to turn such a negative, but I think that your mastery of your sexual trauma makes you attractive, and that helps you plan for the future with this person who's coming to make you an offer of marriage, or offering to solve a big problem for you, and they know that they can have a peaceful union with you, encounter with you. But they'll have to be mindful because you have sexual trauma, okay? Or they may as well. Like some of you guys, you mirror the same wounds, and that's probably why they're your other half, friend. That's what I'm seeing. And let me know how this resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.